again means that there's some commitment to this idea now, which is very humbling, and it's also very hopeful for our communities that we all represent. First of all, Alex, Jesse, thank you for being such gracious hosts for us on this second convening now. We really appreciate it. But to all the mayors, all of the elected officials, all the support, this is a time of great hopes for our communities, and I'm very excited to get underway with our conversation. Before we start, though, why don't we go around the room and just make sure that everybody knows everybody here, because we do have one new elected official with us. So maybe John, if you want to start us.
Sure. I'm John Cowan. I am the newly elected mayor of Brownsville, Texas, taking over for Mayor Mendez, who set the bar high for me. I got sworn in last Tuesday, and I'm really excited to be here and work with you guys.
Welcome.
Sure. Jesse Zuma, Texas Regional Bank, but whether you know it or not, I work for you. So.
Alex Lee, Texas Regional Bank.
Mario Pagayan, 18 Run Affairs. Ramiro Garza, Mayor City of Bedford, and congratulations on your re-election, by the way.
Trey Mendez, lawyer.
He looks like Trey is also the inaugural president of our alumni association.
He's legal counsel.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Ron Nirenberg, mayor of San Antonio.
Norma Sepulveda, Harlingen Mayor.
Gilberto Gaines, I'm the chair of the mayor's campaign.
Nori Garza, Mayor in Mission.
I'm Andrew Gonzalez Jr. I'm a city commissioner at large here in Mexico, filling in for Mayor Suarez.
Hello, my name is Martin Garza. I'm the city manager for the city of Westport, also representing our mayor, Mr. David Suarez.
Excellent. Javier Villalobos, Mayor McCown.
Then we got Jamie Roberts.
Hi, everybody. Sorry to introduce myself. My name is Jamie Brown Rosas here with the Texas Regional Bank. Thank you for being here. Happy to have you here.
Well, thank you all again. So I think the next, there are really three things that I want to make sure that we can walk away from today with. And really two of them are focused on what will this alliance be able to do for our communities. In my view, those two thread lines are one on how do we leverage our collective strength for greater regional economic development, and that includes issues like infrastructure and transportation. And the other one is political advocacy. We know there are challenges from a policy standpoint, federal, state, and local, that when we collectively use a bipartisan voice on solutions that are generated at the local level, which are focused on how do we solve problems, not how do we get into partisan bickering that is too often dominating the state and federal dialogue, but how do we create bipartisan or nonpartisan local solutions on these policy issues, how we use this platform to advocate for those solutions. You know, obviously we had a conversation earlier about the migration issues and the border rhetoric that's going on nationally. I think all of us, if we had the authority to solve immigration policy debate at the local level, we would solve those problems, but that's not where the dialogue is currently at the federal level. So using this platform again as a way we can leverage our greater economic development, regional strength, and then our political advocacy. What we have to make sure we walk away from today is that we have a path forward to really start to build those two discussion points. And in order to do that, we've got to know how this alliance will function. So walking away today, I'd like to get some general agreement on who's going to be at the table. You know, we have sort of the 37 corridor covered right now, but you know there are folks that will want to invite to the table. And how often are we going to meet? How we're going to meet? What is the structure of the alliance look like beyond the mayors being at the table together? So if we can start to have a conversation about that, I'll just throw a couple things out there. On the economic development side, we have incredible partners in the San Antonio area. I know you have incredible partners in the RGV community. I would like to propose that we get our partners together at the table, our economic development engines. We have, I was mentioning to Alex and to Jesse earlier, two of our chambers of commerce in San Antonio merged because we have so many chambers of commerce. Two of them merged to form what's called now the South Texas Business Partnership, and they're focused on how we can start to not only organize our own southern sector of the business community, but also start to work with the surrounding regions to the south. I know there's an RGV economic partnership here that has also combined the collective strength of the business community in the RGV area. I'd like to, offer, why don't we try to get those groups together, start having a discussion about where are some common goals that we can begin to support. So that's one aspect. From a political side of things, I would just suggest, again, we start convening regularly, even if it's by Zoom, maybe every other month or once a quarter, to kind of hash out what are those what are those issues that we're all working on that potentially are difficult issues, but we can, as local electeds that represent all sides of the political aisle, begin to offer solutions for or advocate for those who are. I do know, for instance, that there's a small but important group of bipartisan congressmen who are no strangers to us that are beginning to work on maybe some pragmatic solutions to immigration challenges. I mean, we should pay attention to that kind of thing because it affects us. And if those are solutions that we agree with, we should use our collective voice to support it. So anyway, just wanted to throw that out there, but I think walking away today, I think you've all seen the draft compact. We'll sign that, but I want to make sure that functionally we want to walk away knowing what's expected of us in terms of talking to each other and how and so forth. So just want to throw that out there.
We'll start with the